It's been a week since I have baked and I am back in the kitchen and I'm actually quite excited. I've missed it. So I'm going to get to baking and I'm going to take you along with me. Whenever you do a big batch of something in your mixer, when you think you're done, give it a little hand mix as well, just in case some of the mixture is still stuck on the bottom of the bowl. Now, I don't normally wear gloves, I just practice good hand hygiene, but I got some nails on. They've been done professionally, so they're not going to chip, they're not going to fall off, but to stop your little Susan, Karens and Jeffreys moaning, even though you have no intention of ever buying one of my cakes, I'll put them on just for you. So we're starting off strong with our chocolate cake. Now I'm a low and slow kind of girl, so about 160, 170 for about 20 minutes. We'll check them after that. I never really keep note of times, I just check when I think, do the knife or pinprick test and we're done. So I'm not a very technical baker, I'm afraid. You just have to guess with me, really. Now this is the part where I normally tell you to grease and line your tin, but this cake is going to be broken up for cake cups, so we don't need to waste our time. Don't think I quite need this bigger tin, but we'll go with it. So I'm now greasing and lining 2 tins ready for my brownies. So I've made a big mixture, but I'm dividing it into 2 so I can do 2 different flavours. And I did one peanut butter and Reese's Pieces and another one caramel and Mars bar. I always push the added, whatever you've added to your brownies, into the mixture so they don't burn while they're in the oven. And then when they come out of the oven, you can always put a few more on top. So these are my chocolate cakes from earlier. They rose way too much in the oven, so I just cut off the top, but they won't go to waste because they will go into my chocolate cups. We then started on 2 loads of massive batch of vanilla sponge, some to go in individual cake cases to make old school sponge pots, and then lots and lots to break up to put into my Victoria sponge pots and my Milky Bar cake pots, which are very, very popular, so I have to make sure I have plenty of vanilla sponge. Don't even ask how many eggs I've gone through today. So we got them all done and in the oven, and then moved on to decorating our chocolate cakes that we cut the tops off earlier on, and we topped them with a pistachio spread filling, which is really, really nice. I use the one from J.M. Posner, and then I mix it with a little bit of vanilla buttercream, and it is absolutely lovely. I did have to have a spoonful. We then went on to our very popular chocolate dream, and we topped these chocolate cakes with our chocolate buttercream and some white chocolate buttons. And then on to our Death by Chocolate pots, but with a bit of difference this week as it's got a hazelnut twist. So this is chocolate cake, and then I top it with a mixture of chocolate ganache mixed with a hazelnut milk chocolate coating cream, and it gives it this just lovely texture and taste. It's like a melted chocolate bar. It's gorgeous. And then it doesn't show on here because I forgot to press record, but we also top it with more chocolate before putting the lids on, and the boring bit of labelling them all. Next we went on to our indulgent chocolate and white chocolate pistachio cake pots, and I made sure to get every little bit out of this because it is not cheap. So we give that all a good mix, and we added some white chocolate in with a pistachio spread because they are just a match made in heaven. And then we topped the chocolate cake with some white chocolate sauce, then some more cake on top, and a huge helping of the roasted kunafa and pistachio mixture, which has been come to know as the Dubai flavour. So these are our Dubai pots, I guess. I then went on to my new Milky Bar cake pots, which is vanilla sponge and a gorgeous Milky Bar mixture that I have come up with, which has become very, very popular. So these are also huge, so everyone who has them tends to have 2 sit-ins because they are very indulgent but absolutely gorgeous. Got to use my little new Temu gadget, which literally cost me like £3, but it's so handy when you don't want to use your big mixer, if it's just for things like icing, which this was for my old school sponge. It's on charge at the moment, but if it's charged you don't actually need the wire. So I did that, got to use that so I could do my old school cake pots. And this is a very long video, so come back for part 2.